Hello, beautiful earth angels. My divinity to yours. Welcome to Ascension Star Portal. Thank you if you're returning, and thank you very much if you're new. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, your comments. We're building a beautiful family of light here, and we shall grow and ascend in oneness and wellness. Thank you for appreciating the work. Many of you have said some very touching and beautiful things that bring tears to my eyes, actually. And the Spirit said when I started this channel, it was very unexpected and prolonged, actually. I knew over a year I needed to. But when I did, I was told the right people will come. The people that want to learn, to grow, to heal, to ascend. The people that feel the resonance and coherence of your vibration is why you need to do this. Even if it's 5 people that take away something from this, there's 5 frequencies and instruments that come out to play as lighthouses on the planet that we will work through like we do you. So many will come as observers, as viewers, and there will be those that will stay and become family, community. But whoever you are and whenever you receive the messages, I welcome you to stay a while or for all time in love and light. Currently, I am doing a few readings for the royal family, which was not part of my schedule or agenda, but it suddenly has become. And the purpose of that is because of a global effect of energy that is projected at a particular situation. And God, the universe, the Creator, uses His people on the ground, who are the boots on the ground, to help, intervene, intercept, to allow light to seep through the cracks, to help the dismantling of energy be received in a more harmonious way. I've just done a reading for Princess Catherine, and it was quite an alarming reading. I expected it to be a charming one, but it didn't work out that way. Because remember, what needs to come, what needs to take place is not in our control. Most times when we work from the light, it's in divine control. It is only a human at an unevolved level or a lack of light in their energy that manipulate and control things and contrive energies. I'm just generalizing here. So when we work with the light, not always what we anticipate will take place. It takes place. So I come to say that from that reading, I've been asked to do a reading on the King himself, right? To see how his energy plays in relation to what is taking place with Princess Catherine, because his energy in that reading came up very strongly. So I ask Spirit now, the Divine, to bring through the energy of King Charles, to explain to us and give us some light, to shed some information on how his role, what his role is in relation to Princess Catherine's situation right now. So I will leave it as that and keep saying, show us, right, until the energy dimension changes for something else to come through. So I would ask now for that King Charles's energy. We can please have in 3 cards from this deck the overarching energy in relation to his connection with Princess Catherine's situation. So just give us an overarching energy, the Hermit, right? Give me 2 more. How is King Charles's energy playing out? We have the Empress. We have the Death energy. Right. We also have the 10 of Cups, but I'm taking 3 only. Right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. Right. Can you see that? We have the Magician. The Magic card had come out in Princess Catherine's reading as well. The one I've just done, which will be posted before this one. So that is the overarching energy at the bottom, right? The Magician. So that's done. So let's go through. That's the Hermit. Right. What is the Hermit? It's an energy that goes into a recluse state of separation, divide, an energy of isolation and cancellation from the madding of the world, the noise, the hype. It's an energy that goes quiet, almost like in hiding from the madness of the world, to seek inner peace, tranquility, enlightenment. And when the Hermit leaves the cave, at that point he's enlightened. He brings something out to teach the world, to show the world. So what is this about? The king at the moment is very quiet about the situation. He's not saying much, he's not speaking much. Yes, he has his own issues to deal with. He has a health crisis of his own that he is dealing with. So I'm being told there's 2 sides to the story. And I'll tell you why. There are 2 shades of light here. We have a bright light and we have a shady light, a gray light. So, as much as the king has a health issue and he needs time out, and we respect that, he has come out of his gray areas into the light to reveal himself and his situation, which is very respected and appreciated and applauded. But it is also very purposeful and intentful that he stays away from the light of the situation surrounding Princess Catherine. It is a choice to minus himself from that equation and use his health as a means, perhaps of distraction, but as a reason for the public to perceive and believe that that is the only reason why he is minding his own business. But there are many shades in this card, many shades that show that first and foremost, there is a great wall of protection surrounding the information that he is fully aware of. And he is turning his back on that situation by making himself a point of focus, possibly as a means of distraction and concentration on his own health issues. But he is involved in both. Can you see the gray showing that he knows? It's seeping into his situation. He knows everything. And he has the light and the will and the capacity to actually speak about it. But it is a choice, I am told, to remain subtracted from the situation. Because if he gets involved, then it creates more cracks in the situation. So it's best he concentrate on what he is meant to do and on his health. Because he is receiving the empathy and the sympathy right now that we quite enjoy. Spirit is saying that he quite enjoys. And it is the best medicine for him to stay out of the spotlight regarding Princess Catherine. But I feel in this card, he is the center, the main element surrounding the decisions from the palace. The Empress. Now, who is the Empress? A queen. Somebody with power. An energy that has mastered many, many things to become the Empress. The Empress is the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, all in one. Somebody who has skill and talent and strategy and is sharp and witty. Somebody that will express emotion when she needs to and for the reasons she has to. Somebody who has wealth, whether it was attained or given. And somebody who has power and ambition to achieve and conquer what she wants and how she wants it. This Empress is not very happy. Can you see? She's glum. Her eyes are dark and teary, so there is some deep sadness, perhaps for the king. But she's reigning in gold. There is so much of wealth around her. But she's unhappy. Why? Because she has a role in this situation. She has a role in having to deal with the king. Right? It's the queen consort energy. Taking care of the king. Having to deal with public issues. But also a woman who knows what another woman is dealing with, or having to deal with, or having dealt with, is very cognizant of what is happening with Princess Catherine. And I feel had a strong role in this, but now it's out of her control. She can't get involved. So whether the decisions of contribution were favorable or not, it is now inevitably regrettable. So we shall stand tall and go about our way as if it's normal, it's normality, it is the way it's supposed to be. Because there's nothing more we can do. It is somebody else's problem. Death. An ending. A conclusion. A great sadness is coming. I feel the worst feeling right now of grim, glum, doom, gloom, very soon. It is eerie. It feels scary and weary and very teary. Look at these eyes. Look at those eyes. There are tears welling up to the point where it's actually looking bloody. So what does that bloody mean? There's pressure in the eye. There's a great sorrow or grief or mourning of knowing something grave is dawning. Death, an ending for a new beginning. So what exactly is ending? We have health and wealth sitting on the scales. And the divine is speaking into my ear, saying both, health and wealth. The health is coming to an end, and so is the wealth. And that's what they're leaving it at. But there's been great magic by the twist of someone's hand or hands to bring about an unprecedented effect of the cause, if that makes any sense. The law of balance is presenting itself. The Chariot card underneath, and it is advancing very quickly. 9 of Swords. We had 9 of Swords in Catherine's reading, right? It's a dangerous energy we're playing with. All right, let's go on. That's the overarching energy. So expand on that, Spirit, and tell us what else we need to know. The very same question. Show us how the King's energy is playing out in relation to Princess Catherine's situation. Right? The Emperor. The Emperor is the King. We have the Empress on the table. He is controlling the situation very, very close and dearly. Right? He's in charge. And I've always professed in previous readings, there's the 3 of Swords, which I will take as well. Right, so let's start. The Emperor is very involved in the situation, and I said that with the Hermit card. In Catherine's reading, he came up as well. He is controlling the situation from a distance. Right? His hand is in the pie, firmly and strongly. But he's not letting out what he is involved in. Clearly he won't, but it's here. He's very guarded by what he's doing, and he's very strategic by what he's doing. He wears the crown. He's in charge. He cannot be questioned. He gives instruction, and whether instruction constructs or destructs, he gives instruction. Head on, hard on. So we have an energy showing that the Emperor and the Empress, who were cards in a previous reading as well, showing, reflecting confirming and validating that they are the powerhouses to what is taking place. He is the hermit, in hiding behind the scenes, creating a distraction, a diversion, a PR stunt in my opinion. There's a ball. He's holding the ball in his hand in his court. Can you see that? The Three of Swords. Pain, heartache, heartbreak, and actually an end to our heart. When our heart stops beating, it's gone. There is something very painful taking place or having taken place behind the scenes. There's a moon, which becomes a full moon. So by the next full moon, I am hoping and praying we receive some truth, some information on Catherine. But this is causing a lot of heartache. And I do feel there is a period of mourning or grief coming. And I've said it before in previous readings. We have a death card, which not always is a physical death, but I do feel that there's a death coming. We've had a death. I've done a reading where death cards have come up. And we've just had a member of the royal family, Thomas Kingston. A very sudden death. Perhaps that was a message coming through to say that there is more death coming. The ball has just started rolling. Things usually take place in threes. So we've had one. Funny I say that. There's a Three of Swords right next to death, so there could be two more coming at different times. And it could possibly be a female as well. So you see here the eyes, the crying, the sadness, the depression, the something behind the sorrow, the grief. That's here. Okay, show us what else. Okay. The Ten of Swords. We will speak about that, but I want to show you what's at the bottom. Judgment. Right? Time is nearing. Time is nearing. In the area, I can hear someone's alarm that's just went off. It's blaring. The Hangman. Someone's world is going to turn upside down very soon, because judgment will be served. And like the horn is being blown here by the angel, trumpeting, blaring to people on the earth, some information, some announcement, some news is descending the earth soon. So, the Ten of Swords. What is the Ten of Swords looking to you like? Someone dead. Someone died. Someone struck severely on multiple levels and left to die. Someone who could not defend themselves. perhaps tried, but was defenseless, literally surrendered or succumbed to a situation there was no way out to. And I do feel it's unexpected, because this person passed on with eyes open, probably had seen its attacker or looked death in the face. Oh my word, I said death. For a moment I forgot we had that. How you like that? Death. And this card sits on top of death. This is a feminine energy, but my readings are not gender specific. Right? It could be relative to a masculine energy. But here we are asking a question, right? What is the king's relation to Catherine's situation? So what is it? So Catherine is a female. Is it the ending of something very serious? Is it a passing of a life? A passing of virtues, integrity, dignity? Somebody lost something? Is some part of them killed? They're not happy with? Well, there's a storytelling here. Right. Show me what else. What is going on with this situation between the king and Princess Catherine's situation? Okay, the card that fell out is the wheel, and it's in reverse. And ideally, if it's in upright, it means many things, but in reverse, it's the opposition of that. I usually do not, and I do not read reverse cards, but it's just odd that the card fell out in reverse. Generally, my cards fall out in the upright, because I'm careful in the shuffling, and Spirit knows that I prefer the upright. But for it to fall, it's a major arcana. It's a number 10. It's something that has ended for a new beginning to take place, right? So we've gone through 9 and we've come to a 10, and we have the 10 of swords here, and this came out in reverse. So we have an energy telling us that someone's world has turned upside down. And I showed you the hangman earlier, and I said someone's world has turned upside down. So the wheel is something that has come into full circle, but it is not a favorable outcome, for it was in reverse. So the wheels of karma, the wheels of creation, the wheels of life are now turning the other way around. So something that was meant to go in the right position is now reversed or being reversed. It's not favorable anymore. And with the hangman earlier, before this card fell out, I said someone's world is turning upside down or being turned upside down. And that is what I see here. And I'm being asked to keep it in the reverse. And in Catherine's reading, which I think is important you listen to so you understand how this is playing out, because this feels like a continuation or a validation of things that came out in her reading. I happen to use the symbols on the card to show what is up must come down. And I explained that in many different variations. And there's someone here standing on their head, or literally going to be on their head, showing the hangman that was upside down earlier, that someone's world is coming into reverse. So something is going to be reversed. Something has to return to its rightful state. And someone is controlling the wheel, but that is no longer going to be allowed or applied or applicable, or the universe is not allowing that. It's going to have to turn the other way around, and truth will have to come out. Now, where does this card sit? It sits in between the Emperor, the Empress, the Hermit, and the Three of Swords. Show me what else. Okay, what else? What else is going on that we need to know or understand? We have the Sun card. The Sun is a happy card, right? But this will be a very unhappy situation. There was happiness that was meant to come from this, that there was joy that was meant to come from this, whatever the situation is, but it's not happy anymore. But that's not what I'm being asked to focus here. It's the children. The card is about the children. This equation should have been a happy one for children, a golden one for children. The intention or purpose of this equation was to bring happiness, or to look at the future of the children, securing an issue with the children. We had the children card in Catherine's reading, so I feel this has something to do with the children still, but it's not turned out the way it should. Perhaps the children will receive the truth or see the truth, or some truth will come out for the children. Or the children's world has been turned upside down. See, the Wheel and the Sun are major arcanas. The Wheel and the Sun is circular, it's cyclic, it's evolutionary, it's revolutionary, there's no start, there's no end. Is it that something ended before it started? Could that be? But it has to do with something to do with the children. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, what else? Show us what else. Okay, we have on the deck, on the table from the deck, the Two of Swords. There's a full moon, and I've been talking about this full moon, and we just don't stop talking about it. Again, I'm hoping by the next full moon, we will see the light of something. Blindfolded, guarded. Okay, that's a bird. By the next full moon, we should receive some information. Spirit is howling that it has to come soon. It will bring a new dawning. I used that word earlier, I remember, not in the details because I'm channeling, but I used the word dawning. So this is going to bring new light to something, and it has to do with two children, or something to do with children. Children are attached here. Children are, where are the children? Where are the children? They're being blocked, or When I say blocked, they do not know the truth about something. Something's kept from the children. There's two swords. There's two children. There's two different phases. We have night and we have day. So something has to come out. Maybe the children will learn something, know something, say something, or be revealed. Something will be revealed to the children. Something's coming out to light because it's in the darkness. Somebody is blocking it. It is unnoticed, unseen. And somebody is guarding this energy very, very carefully. And it's in deep. She's almost waist deep in water. And looking up, looking for help, trying to find a way, not looking down, not looking down. It's like I'm searching higher for something to reach out. It's like, God, help me. I'm not making sense of something. Somebody's not making sense of something. I don't see the light of day because she's blindfolded. So even during the day, if we're blindfolded, we don't get to see the light properly, isn't it? Oh, my Lord. We're doing a reading of Princess Catherine. Her health and how the king is related to the situation. Is there any other message from this deck? Because I would like to use a different deck. Right, is there anything else into... Okay, here we go. Here's a tower. There is the tower. So something is crashing and tumbling. Something will be unexpected, unprecedented, and huge. Very big. And when we resist and persist and insist, we will be dissed and kissed in ways that could have been missed, that should be missed. What does that mean? We were expecting sweetness and joy and celebration and, when do we kiss? We kiss when we're happy, when we're passionate, when we're romantic, when we are celebrating. But this is going to be a very different kiss. It's sadness. It's sadness. There's a great destruction. Something is cataclysmic. It's like an apocalypse that will go through the kingdom, the royal family, the king himself, because of something that's so rigid and structured that can no longer be. We have the Emperor card here, showing that this is mass destruction. This is mass destruction. We have the Empress on the table. We have the wheel of which is ideally the wheel of fortune. Fortune is turning in the opposite direction. And I feel from this darkness, a new dawning will come. So, something serious is taking place behind the scenes, and we are not in the clear of it now. We do not know about it now, but it will come. It will come. He's saying, place this properly. Oh Lord, I pick up all the cards to keep repeating the messages, so it's always going to be a mess. Well, here I said the word a mess. This is a big mess. This is a crumbling, a dismantling, it's an earthquake. It's an earthquake from above. And it's coming. I did say it's coming from above, because we want to hold, as in the palace wants to hold firmly the structures on the ground. But unfortunately, this is going to crash from above to the ground. It's coming down, it's falling. And it cannot be prevented. And from this, a brand new beginning will start. And I think that's where the sun comes in. So this will be the final card that I take from this deck. Right? And I'm going to leave it there. I want to close off the reading. Show me what relief, what is the solution to this? Show us what is the solution. How do we celebration? 3 of Cups. Something will be celebrated after this Tower. An ending to something is going to bring a celebration. And a celebration, this card, not necessarily is a good celebration. It's a coming together, it's a gathering. And it could be a gathering of grief, of sadness, of shock, of tragedy, with the Tower next to it. Well, not with the Tower next to it, but literally following the Tower card. So there's unprecedented times coming in the monarchy. And I feel it's been a long time coming. Strength. By God, it is the royal family. It's the royal card, it's the lion. Strength, the Leo energy. That's been holding the strength and the courage and etc. over nations, and now will need the strength to cope with the tragedies coming. It's a number 8. 2024 is a number 8 year. So this year, catastrophic change will take place. Catastrophic change will take place. And as much as they will need the strength, so will the population need the strength. For the way forward is having to walk new territory, new grounds. After an earthquake, for example, your life is turned upside down, not so. And you've got to pick up the pieces and start walking on different ground as a different person. New rules. And you've got to find the courage and the support to help you through that. So undoubtedly this is something that will rearrange the energy in the palace, in the royal family. And they need the strength. They will need the strength, because when you've lived a life of luxury and comfort and giving instruction and not necessarily enjoying taking instruction, it's going to be very discomforting. And you will need the mental strength, the emotional strength, the physical strength to deal with the change. And to be able to walk on barren land and know what it is to be thirsty and hungry and needy and alone. This is a person walking through the lands to find refuge and to re-begin, to restart, to restructure a new kingdom. but she's confident, but she's tired, she's unsure. She has a companion that's strong, and her journey has only begun. So what's happening with the Tower is only the beginning of the end. What else? All right, what else is the Two of Swords that is flipped? A duplication of energy. There's the Two of Swords, and we have the Two of Swords. So, what is this saying to us? I need help. Please help me. The swords are pointing up. I did say that. Now the help is coming to Earth. So, the royal family may not see what's coming to them yet. Because when we've always been in our element, through control, through a hierarchy, and through whatever darkness that might go on behind, we've been in control. But now we will have no control, because we will be out of control. And why? Because of that. Because it is an effect to the many causes. And why I say many? Many pillars uphold this institution. So we won't see coming here. See the celestial earthquake. We won't see it coming. And where's it coming? Right down to Earth. You see this? Is a moon, the silhouette of a moon energy. This is an energy high up. There's the clouds. This is the atmosphere. There's the moon. It is coming. From all this blinding of the world, this is now coming. It cannot be prevented. It can't be prevented. It won't be prevented. When you've got a tower, you've got a Three of Wands here, right? That's an expansion of energy, Jupiter energy. What is the tower? A crumbling of something. And we're waiting for something to change here. We're waiting. The Three of Wands is an energy of waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for information. The world is waiting for information. The world is waiting to know the truth. So the world is waiting for a change. Perhaps the king is waiting for a positive change. Or whatever this is, it's going to expand and blow out of proportion. And we have the gulls nearing the shore. When would the gulls near the shore? To eat, to feed. When they are needing to survive, eat to survive, eat for hunger. So the survival of the monarchy is hanging in the balance of a wheel that is in reverse and a tower that's pending and an ending. Give me one more. Give me one more and we can close the reading. The Knight, I think I saw a Knight. Yeah, a Knight of Wands. Action. Something is in action. Something has been actioned. Well, clearly there's something in action, but I feel on top of this there is a preparation to take action. Okay, that's what it is. It's a preparation to take action. But it's not yet being revealed. See, it's masked. It's hidden. So there's things that's taking place behind the scenes. Let's look at what's it. We have the Nine of Swords underneath. Right? How many swords have we had? 8, 9, and 10 of swords. Trapped energy. Devastating energy, this. So, quick action. There's a plan of action. There's a couple of plans of action, I think. And each one of them are being masked or veiled from the populace. And of course, with good reason. There's no need to share everything. And why there's no need to share everything is because we keep changing the story. We keep changing the plan of action. But I do feel that the plan of action is a fiery one. Given the color, the hues, it's going to be an angry one as well. It will bring a lot of temper, a lot of anger, a lot of fear, a lot of worry. It will not be received well. Because it is being masked. A lot of the energy is being masked. It's being veiled. And this hidden agenda is coming out in the open. It's coming out in the open. So how do we conclude this reading, Spirit? How do we conclude this reading? What do we surmise this reading to be that we have not yet? Well, simply, we can see the hand of the King and the Queen in control, in decision making, in plan and strategy in regards to the princess's health or her situation surrounding the health. There is a great need for what is projected and influenced to end, for the narrative is not entirely the truth. A great sadness is the undercurrent in the current. A great sadness will become a celebration, a shock, a tragedy of a grand collapse. Time in your world is elusive. It is not real. Time is like the wheel in constant motion. And you feel that time stands still because it is not moving in your favor. but time actually stands still, so you can amend or repent. It is to remedy and correct. It is to bring the energy back into its motion, its rotation, its evolution. And the time is now for one of your very profound institutions that have controlled the times in the world over time has reached its time. Does this make any sense at all? There is a time for everything, big and small. And so it is. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you for bringing the information and energy. And it is with great love and blessings that we receive it, in gratitude. And thank you, the viewer. Thank you, family of light. Thank you for listening. Thank you for receiving information. And I ask that you take it with an open heart and an awakened mind, and share it with the world, in your world, so that we spread love and kindness, and we understand that the law of cause and effect is an energy that we partially control. We create the cause and spirit the effect. In love and light, I thank you and bless you. Until next.